it's Beverly. Okay, I wanted to come on here today and show you a couple things I bought and a blanket I'm working on. Okay, so here is the yarn. This is the Premier Anti-Pilling. It's upside down. Premier, oh, see the camera changed big time. Okay, you guys saw it, right? I hate people that show things really fast on a video. But anyway, this is the Premier Pilling, Anti-Pilling. In the color white. It's a number 3, and it's what I'm planning to use with these squares. Okay, so hopefully that's going to come out, and I'm going to start that maybe later this week. So I got 3 skeins, and that should be plenty. Sorry about that. Okay, another thing I bought was at Hirschner's, and I got some black Bernat Super Value, some black yarn, and I got some pink, the baby pink that I like to use, because I can get 3 skeins at one time in pink and not have to worry about it. And that's for stash when I sell more blankets. Okay, this are the Ogos that I got at Michael's. I ordered them online. They were online only. This is the color newsprint, and each one is considered a 5-ounce skein of yarn. And so newsprint, you can see there's white and there's gray and maybe a taupe color, dark gray, light gray, and that. I got 9 of these, and the pattern I'm planning on using is Crochet Archways Throw. It calls for 8 Ogos, and I have 9, but it's 45 by 53, so maybe the thing is, it's 161 chains, and I hate it when you have your rows are so long, you know, going across. I like to do about 105 is when I chain, but maybe I will to use up this yarn. But I don't know if you can see the pattern. What it has, I believe it is chain 1, skip the next stitch, 2 single crochets in the next chain 4 space. So it looks like that you do single crochets and then chain and single crochets to make those archways. But I might cheat and do half double crochets because the rows would be higher, you know, than with just a single, and then it won't take as long. But that's it does call for 1 double crochet at each end, you know, a chain 3 and then a double crochet at the end of the row, and then in between are chains and singles. But I think I might cheat and do half doubles, but of course I have to wait and see how it's gonna go. But that's my plan for that. Now this is what I'm making right now. I don't want my hook to go flying. This is coming out really nice. I'm loving the texture. It has some front post trebles and a lot of single crochets chain 1. And this pattern is by Jeannie Steinhuber, sorry, at the Crochet Crowd. This is the Social Textures baby blanket from the Crochet Crowd. And kind of a little background on this pattern. Jeannie and Mikey, you know, I'm always talking about Mikey from the Crochet Crowd. I guess they were on a cruise, and she designed this pattern, and you're able to do it, and you can socialize. So that's what I'm going to do right now. I'm going to socialize. Okay, so the pattern does not have, no, the pattern's a good pattern. I'm not saying that it's not. I'm just saying that I had a lot of second guessing until I got the hang of it. Now, Mikey has a short video, but where I got a little discouraged, and all it would have took just was a little note to make me feel like I was on the right track, was I did the center, and I came up with 2 front post trebles on each side of the square. But where I got nervous was when I got to the next set, I just needed to know how many trebles on that row. And up on row 5, it told you you had 8. And then you do 4 rows in between that of single crochet chain 1. Then you repeat row 10, the same as row 5, okay? So you had 8 front post trebles in total, or 2 front post trebles on each side. See, you can see them right there, 2, 2, and 2. Well, now you do 5 and on each side. I don't know, there's a little pop-up on my screen. Sorry about that, guys. And so there's actually 20. So there's no rhyme or reason how you go from 8 to 20 or from 2 to 5. So I was a little, you know, I got a little shaky. But I watched Mikey's video and he didn't mention it either. But I was looking real close and pausing it so that I could count. And then on the picture, you know, of course, they're showing it at different angles, and you can't really see that good. So I'm going, you know. But I did get some confidence that I was doing it correctly. And so I guess that's what my point is. So anyway, so let's crochet together. So I'm going to pause the video and turn the camera so that you can see what I'm crocheting. And we're just gonna crochet together. Let's see, did I finish this? No. So I just finished 3 double crochets. No, I didn't. I made a mistake. Okay, so now I got a single crochet, and then I'm supposed to do a chain, and then a single crochet in this, and then chain 2. Okay, there we go. So I'm going to have to flip this video because it'll make it look like I'm left-handed. Okay, so I'm ready on the next row. Okay, let me figure out what I did here. Whoop. On the floor, Christy. Gotta get that stitch marker in the right spot. So I hope that you guys will go over to Crochet Creations by Christy and see the basket that she's making. She did a live today, and they're working on a baby sweater, but towards the end, she did a 2-hour live today. Towards the end of the video, she's doing a basket pattern, It's a challenge that I sent her, and a lot of her subscribers are also making the crochet basket. Over the years, I've made and sold a lot of crochet baskets. I made Christmas ones and some with beads on them. I made some owl ones. I made a fox one time. These were all crocheted baskets. I sent Christy an email with some of the pictures. Whoa, there goes the yarn on the floor. With some of the pictures of the baskets that I've made, so maybe I should include those in a slideshow in this video so you guys can see my baskets. I think I put like, I sent maybe 9 or 10 basket pictures I sent Christy, so I guess I can add them onto this video at the end so you guys can see some of the baskets I've made. So a week from today, I will be going on my cruise. My neighbor's out there talking to somebody. Hopefully you can't hear him. He's outside all the time on the weekends doing his yard and stuff because he works during the week. And he speaks to everybody. So I'm just crocheting along here. Now this blanket is made with some Ogos too. This is the Red Heart Baby Rainbow Ogo. And then I'm also using the solid gray Ogo, adding it in ever so often. Because I got these Ogos on the cruise. And so I want to use these up. I tried a different baby blanket pattern. It was a straight across blanket, and I wasn't feeling it. So I had printed out, you know how I am, I'm always on the lookout for patterns. So I had printed out a couple blankets. Let's see, did I make a mistake there? Yeah, I did. Put a double. There's no double here. And both of the ones I had printed out were from the center. So I just decided to do this one from the Crochet Crowd. And I'm feeling this one. So I have 2.5 Ogos to put in here, so hopefully it'll make it a good size baby blanket and then use up the yarn. So, but this is there's 4 rows of single crochet chain 1, and then you single crochet in the chain 1 space from the previous row, single crochet, chain 1. And we do that for 4 rows before we do the front post trebles. See, I keep doubling, and there's no double in here. These are all singles. Guess I'm distracted. And then you do 1 row of the front post trebles. Okay, so then I chain 1, go into this space, chain 1, and then do single crochet, chain 2, single crochet, chain 1. So today, Sunday, the 23rd, was when my basic knit tutorial came out. It shows you how to do knit, cast on, knit, purl, change colors, weave your ends in, and bind off. And that video was requested by Steffi. So I hope Steffi can use it to learn to basic knit. There's several other knitting tutorials, like for hats, and there's a scarf. It's called a scarflet, I think. Scarflet, something. What else? And each one of those has a kind of a basic tutorial with it too, but it's geared for that specific project. But I know she's been binge watching my videos, so apparently she wanted something that was a little bit more broke down, and I hope my recent video accomplishes that for her. And then, of course, there are other YouTubers that have knitting tutorials. So I finished that Royal Gorge blanket. It was the corner to corner waddle stitch, and I've already donated that. And the woman that is in charge of the raffle at the craft show wants to highlight that mosaic blanket that I made. It was the Bella Coco crochet mosaic baby blanket that I did. I did it in navy blue, grays, and naturals in that Lion Brand limited edition. And she really liked it, so she wants to include it in the raffle as a fundraiser. So that was a nice compliment. I also want to do a Santa Claus corner to corner, because I picked up some red and white and black yarn. It must have been at a yard sale. I don't really know. or at a thrift store. I can't really remember where I got it. It's just in my stash. And I want to make a corner-to-corner Grafgan of Santa Claus and have that for the raffle also. So I want to do that. And then in the upcoming months, I'm going to have to focus on items for my craft sale. I've been collecting patterns. Oop, I made a mistake. So single crochet, chain 1, and then single crochet here. And I'll be sharing those patterns and items with you as I make them. I have a folder that I've been stashing patterns in that I want to include in my next craft show. But this is just April, and it's not until, well, the first one might be in September. And then I might have one in November. And then, of course, December 3rd is the Christmas one. Okay, let's see what we've got. So we've got row 6, row 7. Yeah, so now I got to do 2 more rows of the same pattern. And if you guys are wondering what my stitch marker is, it's a hook that you use in your garden to pull up vines. I bought these a long time ago when I had a philodendron in my apartment, I think it was. And to get the vines off the floor, I use these with the sticks, and I just think it's so cool because I can quickly use it as a stitch marker. So without having to pinch it, because it's big enough. Now it does fall off on occasion, but sometimes most of the time it doesn't. So that's what I'm doing. I won't start packing for my cruise until Saturday night. But of course, I'll have all the laundry done, you know, this next week, so that we're ready to start packing. So this is what I'm working on, you guys. So if you want to post your makes on my Facebook page, it's linked below. And this video is about 25 minutes, so I'm going to catch you later. And you can see what I'm working on. Okay, guys, catch you later. Love you. Bye.